coming, but I haven't seen it so far. I mean, the feedback, some of the most meaningful feedback I've gotten has been from Patty and Ron, the 2 kids who read the book, and not only said it was accurate, but also said they learned stuff about their father from it. So I took that to be a very high endorsement.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations, Max. And I think we now have time
Sorry, Max. Yeah, I'm gonna ask a question right quick. Oh, that's okay. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Let me just. Sorry, I just want to record the answer right here.
It's great to be here. Thank you so much. I'm actually Korean American myself. I know that Reagan has a troubled history with Korea. That's just my opinion. I'm actually a war victim, and actually, as my country on the same time with Palestine, I'm quite shocked that there's no Korean American anti-war activists, but that's recognized. But that's aside. Now the thing is that right now you might have heard that Linda's son recently got in trouble for being an agent of the CCP. But the thing is that I believe that there's there's some other people that got in trouble. I think you know what I'm talking about. But the thing is that I find it hard to believe that only attractive Asian women are spies in this country, and I feel like it's being used to distract from something else. When we look at Grace Meng, her contributions from the IPAC, right, the American Israel Group, is actually $300,000, 1.7 times her national salary for being a congresswoman. Do you think that maybe what's going on with with the targeting of Asian women, right? Are the only spies attractive Asian women? It seems real weird to me. Is it being used to distract perhaps from some other shenanigans going on? I know you work with Chris On. I know that you have some experience with Korea, more than most. What do you think is going on? It seems real suspect to me.
I think that's not what we're really here to talk about. I think we're here to talk about Ronald Reagan, so I think we should stick to that.
Okay, what do you think about Reagan's legacy in Korea? And his Hanyu-Wan and type of, actually, isn't he really kind of a leader, as in terms of destroying democracy in other countries to hold third world countries like Korea hostage to American,
Well, thank you for this.
That's a question about Reagan. Oh my goodness. Okay, thank you. Hey, Kareem's don't matter. I know. That's okay.
The issue about Reagan.
Thank you. Please, yeah.
Reagan, there was a lot of blowback in South Korea when Reagan in 1981, gave a White House invitation to the dictator of South Korea, who was, responsible for a massacre of college students and demonstrators. And certainly, I think, Reagan had a very mixed record on democracy overseas, and like pretty much all U.S. presidents throughout the Cold War, he made common cause with a lot of thugs in the Third World because he saw them as a bulwark against anti-communism, or as a bulwark of anti-communism against the spread of communism. But I think he began to shift later on when there was a people power uprising against Marcos in the Philippines, and he had friendly relations with Marcos. He had been received by Marcos in Manila, had spoken very glowingly of him as an anti-communist leader. But then when Marcos tried to steal an election and there was a people power uprising, he was essentially convinced to abandon Marcos and to back Cory Aquino and democracy in the Philippines. And subsequently, I think the Reagan administration did help to promote democratic transitions in places including South Korea, including Taiwan, including other countries. Although you can certainly still point to the fact that they also backed, very abusive dictatorial regimes in places like Guatemala. So certainly, I would say a very, very mixed record.
All right, thanks.
Thanks very much. Could you talk a little bit more about his time as an FBI informer in Hollywood? Did he have a lot of contact with Hoover? And I'm also interested in his relationship with Nixon, who I assume he knew when Nixon was